everyone, thanks for joining me for this hip happiness yoga session. So let's start lying on our backs, bringing the soles of the feet together to touch and letting the knees splay out to the sides. So we just start to connect with the breath. You can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Letting gravity start to open up the hips. Slowly start to elongate your left leg towards the front of the mat and then bringing the right knee towards the chest. Holding onto that right knee with your hands. Start to create circles with the knee, just starting to open up that hip socket. And then reversing the direction. Then bring that knee over towards the right armpit, so towards the outer edge of the chest. And you can either stay here holding on to the knee, or if it's available, bring the sole of your foot towards the sky and hold on to the outer edge of the right foot for a half happy baby pose. Then slowly start to elongate that right leg onto the mat. Bring the left knee towards the chest. Again, just start to create circles. Start to open up that hip. And then reverse the direction. And slowly bringing that left knee towards the left armpit, towards the outer edge of the chest. Now, again, you can either stay here with your hands on your knee, or if it's available, bring the sole of your foot towards the sky and hold on to the outer edge of the foot for a half happy baby pose. Beautiful. And slowly bring both of the knees towards the chest, creating circles with both knees. You can bring the knees, moving them in the same direction, or if it's more comfortable, you can move them in opposite directions. Really just creating movement in the hips, in the hip sockets. Beautiful. Then slowly just start to rock your body from side to side, massaging the spine, the lower back. And then you can rock forwards and backwards until you come to a comfortable seated position. Actually, we're going to go through a comfortable seated position and coming onto a tabletop pose. Bring our big toes together to touch, knees as wide as the mat. Sink your hips onto your heels and then walk your hands out towards the front of your mat for an extended child's pose. Maybe rock your head from side to side, massaging your forehead. Beautiful. And slowly start to walk your hands over towards the left side, starting to open up that right side body. walking your hands back through center and over towards the right side, opening up the entire left side body. Slowly walking your hands back to center and lifting the hips, coming into tabletop. You're going to push the fingertips into the mat, spreading the fingers as wide as you can. And tuck the toes and lift the hips for downward facing dog. Now create movement in this downward facing dog. Maybe you rock your hips from side to side, or maybe you even create circles with the hips, bending your knees. Beautiful. Then slowly start to walk your feet towards your hands, placing them directly behind your wrists. Bend your knees as much as you need to here, but let your upper body hang heavy. Let your head hang heavy. You shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Releasing any tension that may be in the head and neck. Then hold on to opposite elbow with opposite hand and sway from side to side for ragdoll pose. Slowly coming back to center, releasing the hands. Bend your knees a lot, and very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, start to roll up to standing. Beautiful. Let's inhale, reaching the arms out and up. And exhale, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, grounding the hands and stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, bend at the knee, twisting the body open towards the right. So you're really opening that hip here. And you can create circles with the knee. Or if it's available, you can also flip your dog here. To flip your dog, you slowly start to lower that right foot onto the earth, releasing the right hand up ahead. If your dog is flipped, you can return back to three-legged dog. And exhale, bringing the knee towards the nose, and then lightly stepping forward, bringing the foot between the hands. Let's ground that back knee, untuck that back foot, and then just start to create circles here with the hips. Connecting with your breath. And reverse the direction. Beautiful. Slowly finding stillness. Bringing your body forward, letting your hips sink towards the earth. Let's ground the left hand close to the right foot. Let's open up the left foot, rolling the right foot onto the side, using the right hand to open up the hips and the upper body towards the right. Beautiful. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, slowly release, coming back to center. Grounding that right hand, tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee, and stepping back into downward facing dog. Find some movement in your downward facing dog. Then let's inhale, lifting the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, bending at the knee, opening the hips to the left. Also twisting the body towards the left, really opening it up. So again, you can create circles with your knee, really opening up the hip. And if flipping your dog is in your practice, you may flip your dog. Let's slowly come back to center, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. And then lightly step forward, bringing the foot between the hands. Breathing here as you sink your hips towards the earth. You can lower your back knee onto the earth, untucking the toes. And slowly start to create movements with the hips. Reversing the direction of the circles. Slowly coming back to center. Let's ground that right hand close to the left foot. Rolling the left foot onto the outer edge of the foot, using the left hand to push the left knee towards the left. So opening up the whole body towards the left side. Sinking your hips towards the earth. Breathe here. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to center. Grounding the left hand. Tucking the back toes. Lifting the back knee. And stepping back into downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths in this downward facing dog. Again, finding any movements that feel comfortable. Then let's inhale the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring the right knee towards the right wrist and the right foot towards the left wrist for pigeon pose. Now, it's okay if your right foot doesn't make it all the way up. Really just find comfort here. It's trying to square out your hips. Let's take a big inhale, opening the chest. And exhale, slowly walk your hands towards the front of your mat and find some comfort in this pose. Come to rest. You can rest on your elbows, or maybe you can reach the mat. Rest your forehead on the mat. Slowly starting to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee, and then stepping back into downward facing dog. Let's inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring the left knee towards the left wrist and the left foot towards the right. Again, it's okay if you're not quite there. I think most people aren't. Let's inhale, opening up the chest. And exhale, slowly walking the hands towards the front of your mat and coming to a resting pose. It's resting but very active. slowly start to walk the hands back, tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee, and stepping back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze at your fingertips. And exhale, step or jump through your hands to come to seated. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch. Let's inhale, lengthening the spine, opening up the chest. And exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, coming back to center. Let's bring the hands out straight in front of us, also elongating the legs out in front. And slowly start to roll your back onto the mat. Beautiful. Bring both of the knees towards the armpits, so towards the outer edges of the chest. But you can either stay here with both of your hands at your knees, or if it's available, you can bring the soles of your feet towards the sky and reach for the outer edges of the feet. It's okay if you just reach the ankles. It's your practice. Now this is happy baby pose. So let's rock from side to side, massaging the spine. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to center. Let's bring both of the knees to the chest, wrapping your hands around your knees, around your legs. Bring your forehead to your knees. Tense all of the muscles in your body. Tense all of the muscles in your face. Take the biggest inhale you've taken all day. And open mouth exhale for our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. And relax completely. Feeling the weight of your body melting onto the earth. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you're ready to come out of it, just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet. Then reach your arms overhead, giving yourself a full body stretch. And bring your knees to your chest and roll onto your right side. And when you're ready, you can push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring our hands to heart center. We bring our hands to third eye center. And we bow together. Namaste. Thank you everyone for joining me. See you next time.